I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Ladd McConkey. They're talking about his transition into the league. They're saying, hey, he's playing like a veteran already. I feel like it kind of speaks a little bit about your game, Kirby Smart as well. Talk about the development over there at Georgia. I'm going to say, as an LSU fan, that's NFL breeding ground.
Yeah, obviously the development that Coach Smart has been able to show with not even just Coach Smart, but obviously our assistant coaches that are in there every single day with their specific positions. And we have such good coaches, and they do a great job at coaching our guys, whether it's a wide receiver, whether it's a DB, whether it's a linebacker. But Ladd in specific, I mean, he came in and was so cerebral, so smart as far as understanding the game, and then add on top of that his athleticism, his ability to get in and out of routes, his twitchiness, how quick he is. It doesn't surprise me that if he goes right into the NFL and makes an impact immediately. I fully expect that.
What do you think is the biggest mindset factor when you're not only playing football but SEC football? I feel like sports is 75% mental. How do you keep your mindset in check?
100%. For me, I think the biggest thing is confidence, believing in yourself. I think there's so many people that tell you can't. They tell you that you're this, you're that. You can't do this, you can't do that. And that's difficult sometimes, but when in your mind you believe in yourself and none of that outside noise really matters, and you're feeding yourself the things that you need to hear, I think it elevates your game to a whole different level.
What do you look to get out of this week, just from a personal perspective?
Yeah, obviously I'm super excited to be here. Obviously build a relationship and connection with these other college quarterbacks. I'd met a couple of them before, but to really get to know them, and then obviously just have a fun time. Have a fun time coaching. Obviously, usually I'm the one practicing, so being on the opposite end, getting to coach some of these kids, just have a fun time. I think that's really what I'm trying to get out of it.
New look SEC. What's your thoughts on Oklahoma and Texas coming into the league, and what that means for just the ramped up competition in your league?
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, competition. Obviously, adding two really good teams. The SEC is already one of the hardest conferences. You look all over. I mean, the competition is everywhere. The talent is everywhere. So I think it obviously, like you said, it adds two teams, and I think it will add for some more exciting matchups.
When you guys have been the hunted now for a couple of years, how do you look at a schedule from that standpoint as you look ahead to 2024?
Yeah, no, I mean, and Coach Smart says this too, but we don't get hunted. We do the hunting no matter what. Even if we're at 1, we're at 10, we're whatever the ranking is, we are always doing the hunting. Absolutely.
Carson, y'all even on this big game last year, expected to be an anticipatedly big game. Just your thoughts on Dart and kind of what he does, maybe a little bit of what you've seen of him in that offense.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched him much, but whenever we played him last year, he's very talented, big arm, very accurate, mobile, ability to get out of the pocket. He does a lot of things well. He's actually my roommate here, which is cool. He's a really cool guy as well. So no, I mean, I'm a big fan of his game.
Each other for this weekend?
I mean, knew of each. I mean, we had met before, but obviously I didn't know him super well. Obviously, being at different schools, but yeah, big fan of his game, and obviously that'll be a big game for us. So excited for that one.
Awesome, appreciate it.
What do you think the top 3 toughest places to play in college football are?
I can only go off of what I've played in. Auburn for sure. Auburn 1, Tennessee 2, and then I'm trying to think of places that I haven't played, because honestly, there wasn't really another away game that was really like that type of atmosphere that we played last year. I feel like you look at, I'm trying to think of games I've been to, like you look at LSU Stadium, you look at Penn State. I feel like those are the other 2 that maybe would have contention for 3.
Yeah, Penn State in that whiteout game, that's a crazy environment. Last question. College football 25, you're about to see yourself in a video game. How does that feel?
I think it's super cool, especially growing up and playing the game. And obviously my dream was to be a college quarterback. So now that I'm actually here and they took the game away, now they brought it back. In my last year, I'll get to be in the game. I'm going to play the hell out of it.
What's going on? It's Jacob from the Verdin Verdict. I just wanted to let y'all know Happy Dad's joining the team. They're sponsoring us. They're releasing Happy Dad in Baton Rouge. It's coming across Louisiana. You can get it at Albertsons. You can get it at Rouse's. You can get it at Walmart. But once again, thank you to the Happy Dad team for joining. Refreshing seltzer. Got the website in the description. It's the best seltzer on the market, man. You got the best marketing team on the market. Now you got the best seltzer. Let's get it together. Let's make some magic.
I mean, obviously, it eats me alive. but it is what it is. Obviously, a big loss like that in such a big game, I mean, you're going to think about it, but every season is separate of itself. So
last year that knocked you out of the playoffs. This year you still would have been in. Been a home game. Tell me about the expanded playoffs. How much? What a player. Yeah. What do you personally think about going to 12 teams, and how much is that going to give teams chances more than, hey, one loss and you're out?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that mindset is a good mindset as far as like, oh, we could lose once and still be in. Like, we want to win every game.
Exactly.
I mean, and as everybody's mindset should be.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's hard, especially you look at the past years, the 4-team playoff, and there's always like one or two teams that it's like, oh, well, they probably could have been in. Like, they're a good enough team, like, but it is what it is, you know. So yeah, I mean, that would have been awesome if maybe it expanded a year earlier. But that's funny. But
like being y'all are probably going to be number one. You like that? Is that a pressure situation?
No, I mean, not at all. If anything, the pressure's good. Makes us play harder. Yeah, that's all it is.
Thank you.